Now, this is what happened to Manchester United in 1958. And because today is the anniversary, I'll be taking out my time to share with you guys in details every single thing that happened that day. It's February 6th, 1958. The Manchester United squad, which are known as the Busby Babies, were just coming back from Belgrade after they had a draw against Belgrade in the European Cup. So because of fuel, they had to stop at Munich to actually refuel their airline and keep going again. The pilot, Captain James, has rolled the engines down the sludge-covered runway, but suddenly he slammed the brake because the engine sounded like something that was gasping out of air. After the second try, but still nothing happened, he ordered all the players to get down from the plane. So all the players sat in the airport lounge, drinking coffee, having some chats, and also watching the snow fall harder. Now there is this man called Duncan Edwards, the man everybody always say will be the greatest to ever play the game of football. So this man, Duncan Edwards, he walks up to the telegram office and he taps out a message to his landlady in Manchester. Then inside the message Duncan Edwards wrote, he told the landlady that all flights have been cancelled, that when they are coming back is tomorrow, which is the next day. Now at 3 o'clock p.m, the pilot started calling all the players to head back to the plane so that they can try one more time. Maybe because they have tried to fix some certain engines and tried to put some certain things in place. So that is why the pilot had to call the players to come inside the plane and let them know if they can try one more time so that they will move. But of course, all the players there, including Bobby Charlton, Duncan Edwards, Gary, everybody was so scared. So as soon as they get to the plane, some people went at the back of the plane to stay because they actually thought that would be more safer. So in case the plane was going like this, they have to be here. Now there is this guy called Billy Whelan. He's a guy with full confidence. Then he made a joke, if this is the end, I'm ready. Now this time the pilot tried to start the engine. Wow, the plane accelerates 100 knots, 110 knots, 117 knots. They reached V1, the point of no return. Now this time they were moving so fast to stop. Everybody inside the plane was so scared. Then they hit the trap. At the end of the runway lies a thick, heavy carpet of slush. Now as the wheels of the plane hit those slush, it grabs it like a giant invisible hand, pulling the plane backward. Now the speed needle, which should be climbing to 119 before takeoff, started decreasing. Suddenly drops to 112, 105 and kept on decreasing. Now this time the pilot started screaming and bam, smashes through a perimeter fence and hurtles across the road. Now because the left wing clips the house, tearing the building apart and ripping the wing from the fuselage. The test section snaps off and slams into a wooden garage filled with a fuel truck, and oof, the plane caught fire. Everywhere became so silent as the smokes keep on rising and rising. Now this is it. Out of those wreckage, this man called Harry Gregg was coming out of that big explosion. And this Harry Gregg is the goalkeeper of this Manchester United squad. His face was covered with soot. But now this is what amazes me. After coming out from the plane, he hears a cry of a baby. Maybe the baby was inside the house that they crashed into. At the same time, the pilot was still screaming. He ignored the pilot's screams and went for the baby. He goes back again, drags teammate Bobby Charlton and Dennis Violet away. By the time everywhere settles down, the Busby Babies are gone. 7 players lie dead in a slush. 7 players. Now, you remember the man that I told you that went to the telegram office, Duncan Edwards? He actually survived. They took him to the German hospital where he spent 15 more days before he had a kidney failure and he died. Now, this Manchester United team, I'm telling you, was supposed to rule the whole of Europe, but only 60 seconds took everybody away. The whole of Manchester United were mourning and they were crying. Now, a big shout out to Harry Gregg. He at least tried to save the baby and some of his teammates, Bobby Charlton and Dennis Violet, from the crash. So today is the anniversary of everything that happened that day. Now if you want to learn how I created these AI images and videos, you can type send in the comment section. I'll send you more info on how you can enroll in my class and you get to learn everything about this.